I was eventually struck by fear, a feeling similar to dizziness. The moment all of us were inside Monokuma Rock. That'd be funny if he just launched that shit into space.
I thought it was.
A rumbling sound filled the room and the surrounding space began to fall. Ah, the elevator scenes. Alright guys, make your pick. Who is going to die? Throughout that drop, I was fluctuating between the feelings of despair and hope. As my heart raced, was a rotten fruit swelling in the sun before finally going swish. I suddenly stopped breathing. Trying to think who the killer is. Fuyuhiko for you, Linky? Alright.
I'm going with that one too.
You're going with that too? Okay. Fuyukisha, whatever. Alright, so Linky's got Fuyuhiko, and so does Blue. Okay, I don't know, let me look. Any of you guys want to make guesses on who the killer is? I'm gonna go ahead and go through, once the trial starts, you can't guess anymore. So we got this idiot Nagito. I doubt it's him, because he was tied up most of the time. Dead. For some reason, I don't know why, for some reason I'm thinking him. Or at least he's involved somehow. Bunny's going with Fuyuhiko and Pekko. Okay. I don't know, let me look at everyone else. Kazuichi. Nah, he was with me most of that time. Dead. Nekomaru Nida. Didn't Nekomaru beat the shit out of Akane right before that? Actually, what's weird is we haven't really heard much from him.
Yeah.
You know? I'm gonna have to go with him as my sleeper. Alright, who else? This guy. Everyone's hopping on the Fuyuhiko killed him train. Akane's kind of dumb, so I don't know if that would happen. Chiaki, I doubt it. Could be Sonya. Yeah, he did fight Akane. Sonya, never mind. Maybe. She might have like a second personality or something. Yeah, but what I'm saying, Sheik, is we didn't get to interact with Nekomaru that much on this second day. So that kind of makes me suspicious of what the fuck has he been doing besides beating up Akane. Obviously, Hiyoko's a suspect. Oh, she's dead now. Likes traveling alone. How did that work out?
For death.
Mikan. I don't know if Mikan would do it. I keep thinking there's a dark side to her. I keep thinking that. Ibuki. And Pekko. Alright, I'm gonna say that the killer had an accomplice, so what I'm gonna go with... either Neko or gun him, I can't choose. But there has to be one guy involved, I think. Fuck it, let's go with Neko. So I'm gonna go with Neko. And, as my sleeper, the secondary person is going to be... Sonya. I'll go with Sonya. Even though I like Sonya. Actually, fuck, maybe I should take Mikan. Nah, Sonya tripped me out because of her, the fucking full bodysuit. I think there's something to that. But whatever, okay. So anyone else have any more guesses before we go? I'm gonna go ahead and review the evidence, and then we're gonna get going here. Actually, I'll do that later.
So...
I've decided to start, Ela. Okay. So, thanks for hanging out, dude. Thank you for the food and everything.
Impossible!
Man, I'd walk you up, but you know.
Yeah, middle of the stream.
That is...
Class trial
Let's go right here at the trial. Oh fuck, I started auto, I didn't even see that. Alright, let's go.
See you stream.
Alright, Blue's taking off, guys, so... What's up, Princess Otaku? You know who it is? Alright, let me go back up. So, I've decided to start redecorating. If you have any issues, just come back and let me know. You should be fine. Yeah. Okay. How is it? Mr. Monokuma's redecoration. Bunny says bye.
Bye.
Redecoration is awesome, isn't it? It's not like I'd allow you to think otherwise. To go through the trouble of doing something this elaborate. Willie, what is your true intention?
No, no!
Nothing really. Essentially, this killing game is just a way to kill time. Kill time.
Yeah!
To break away from my purpose. That alone is my reason.
Like...
A purpose is only going to be a weakness. Those who have purpose are always the weakest ones in the bunch. That's why you guys should forget about such cheap-ass purposes like trying to survive. And enjoy the class trial from the bottom of your hearts. You know, I think I'm taking it back. Not Sonya. And the fuck. Let me go back. It has to be one of the girls, too, though. It has to be one of the girls. Okay, who were all the girls that were in the photos? Shit, I wish I could look at... Oh, I can look at the photos. Raffle. Sorry, guys, I gotta look at the photos real quick. So... You got a white-haired girl, which is fucking weird. Those three. Yoko was always a bitch to me, Khan. Hiyoko. Oh, not Hiyoko. Oh, yeah, Hiyoko. Ibuki's there. There's one more girl, though. Who's the other girl? I mean, the other girl was obviously the one killed, but there should be one more. Maybe that's the killer. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going with Mikan. Kicking Sonya out. I'm going with Mikan. Alright. Anyways. It's starting. The class trial is starting. Mahiru Kozimi, the ultimate photographer. She has an unyielding... Wait, it can't be her. Oh, she did disappear for a little while. Code, thanks for the follow. Okay, she disappears for a little while. She goes back. And then she comes over, but she didn't have her swimsuit on. And she came over... Oh! Okay, I think I'm changing my vote. I am going with her, Ibuki, and Mikan. We'll go with that. Alright. She had an unyielding force of personality, but she was actually very good at taking care of people. Most importantly, she was always straightforward, and the person that killed her. Why are they showing Terror is among us. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it, but... Regardless, we need to find an answer. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. Because look at my hair. It's the only way. Aside from finding out who the killer is, there's no other way for us to survive. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair has begun. Yeah, let's go ahead and save it. Alright, let's set up some skills. Oh fuck, I never bought new skills. Damn it! I fucking forgot to buy skills. Can I go in here? Yeah. Okay, what should I buy? Slightly increases the influence gauge. Slightly increase the focus gauge. Increase the time limit. Influence gauge recovery. Actually, yeah, I think I do need that because I tend to mess up a lot during trials. Steadies your aim. Algorithm. Focus gauge decreases at a slower rate during concentration and fever time. Oh, that might be good, actually. I might take that. Vocabulary. That one's actually not bad either. 2 statements at once during the panic talk. That would be good too, actually. Easier to shift your favor. Effective during rebuttal showdown. Sharpness increases by 2. Oh, fuck yeah, give me that. That shit was annoying as hell. Fire sword, I wonder what that is. Clock up. Increases max speed during logic dive. That sounds horrible, fuck that. Increased turning power is effective in logic dive. Increased jumping power. I'd rather do cool and composed. Actually, no, fuck that. Damn it, I want to do everything. Okay, fine, let's get cool and composed. Did you buy it? Alright. Okay, we're done here. Shoot, I need to date more people. Alright guys, we're gonna go through the clues one more time real quick. Monokuma file. The victim is Mahiru Kozimi. Estimated time of death is around 3 p.m. We were there in the diner around 2:30. Actually, it was 3 p.m. Never mind. The scene of the crimes where the body was discovered inside the Chandler Beach house. The cause of blow was a single killing blow with a blunt instrument to the head. There are no other conspicuous external injuries and no traces of foreign substances such as drugs. The blood stain on the floor had streaks in it leading to the roadside door, as if Mahiru had crawled through. Footprints were found near the crime scene. The trail leads from the beach house and loops around towards the road. The footprints were Hyoko's. The metal bat was found at the crime scene. Due to the bloodstains coating it, it's believed to be the murder weapon. The murder weapon used in the Twilight Syndrome murder case was a metal bat too. There were a bunch of empty plastic bottles inside the trash cans in the beach house. They were probably drinks from the refrigerator. The mask of the anime character Sunwitch Esper Ito found at the crime scene. A gummy candy was found in the closet at the beach house. The beach house has a shower room, however the shower is out of order and cannot be used. The only window in the shower room, it can be opened, but due to its high location it can't be accessed unless you hitch a piggyback ride from someone. Twilight Syndrome murder case. A tipped-over fish tank was found in the music room where the first body's victim was discovered. Grab on water were scattered everywhere. In Twilight Syndrome murder case, there was a broken window in the music room where the first victim's body was discovered. Normally you can't leave the music room without passing through the entrance hall. Girl E, who appeared in the Twilight Syndrome murder case, had her swimsuit stolen by a certain someone. Oh, that makes sense now. Okay. Oh shit, I should go back. Fuck. Okay, I'm taking Ibuki off. I'm putting back on, Sonya. Okay. Next. The Indian prize was found in Mahiru's room. It consists of an envelope containing 4 photographs. There was also a letter including the envelope that says, "Try playing Twilight Syndrome after you get the game over screen. Press 5 times down for the real game. Once you do, you should remember what all you did to my little sister. We'll talk then." One of the ending prizes is a picture of Mikan, Ibuki, and Hyoko from what appears to be the entrance hall. One of the ending prizes, a photo of a broken vase. Girl D showed Girl E in this photo. The vase was broken in the music room. One of the ending prizes, a crime scene photo of the killer victim after she was killed in the music room. The crime scene photo of girl E after she was killed. Looks like she was beaten with a metal bat. Apparently there was lots of these inside Hyoko's room. Each bag comes with 4 flavors. Strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. The letter found inside Mahiru's pocket. I was gonna tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier. Is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Mahiru received a blow to the head from behind and died instantly. The victim is Mahiru Kozami. Okay, we got that. Alright guys, it's trial time.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person...
Congratulations,
I'll punish
Linky.
everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, Girl D, Girl E, and Boy F. And the high school girl who got killed at the beginning. Wait a second, I gotta check something. What's everyone's last name? Okay, that's not gonna work, okay. And the high school girl who got killed at the beginning. By using the staff row after clearing the game, it was a reference, I should be able to figure out who. Sumiki. The first character the player was able to control was Girl A. The true identity of Girl A is probably... I don't really pay attention to last names, so let's do... Mikan? Oh yeah, that's right.
I see!
Mikan was the shy type.
Girl A is probably Mikan Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy.
She playing dumb like she didn't play it.
A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights. Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too.
Chiaki's so innocent. She's right, the one who said that was... Shit, I forget which one that was. Girl D. Yep.
Damn it!
Girl C. Yep. I wasn't really paying attention at that part.
I see! Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. she's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Girl C, huh? Her personality was hyper energetic and unique. Yeah, it would be Ibuki.
I see!
Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl, see? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
Let's move
Wow.
on to Girl D.
Girl D, there's only one person that had the camera with them.
I see!
Girl D is Mahiru, the victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
He's Guy F. He. Wait, who would Guy F be? Fuyuhiko... Saito...
Damn it!
Yeah, right, Monokuma.
I see!
Uh-huh.
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid.
Fire Emblem.
That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Another person?
It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on! Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll.
You think it's Sonya?
Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
Yeah, that probably makes sense, since she's my suspect. I have a hunch, but... because they're both like royalty. To call me out like that, Nagito, you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. Ah, screw Nagito, dude. Accuser appears twice, this be probably... he has a little sister.
I can prove it with this.
In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game.
That bitch. What the hell she
It's
did
pretty clear.
do to my
There's
little
no
sister?
doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
Yeah, that's
By
true.
the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
I don't really want to say it myself, but I need to move the conversation forward. The only character in this game I could see being little sister is... girl died at the beginning.
I see!
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
That bitch. Girlie, was it? That bitch, what the hell did she do to my little sister?
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Nagito rubbing that
Why do you
salt.
sound so fucking happy?
Yep.
That's a winning personality you got there. Winning personality? Are you praising me?
Oh my
I was
god.
being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality. It's not just a game.
As we're playing
It's
again.
definitely based on true events. That's why it's the motive. Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago.
Actually,
I
fuck.
mean, when I first entered Hope Speak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
That was like 2 years
I
ago.
see. So you're never gonna accept that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've
July
established who
Senpai,
all
thanks for the
characters in
follow.
game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so,
Hey, Nerf.
then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Baby alert girl.
Me? The same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
I think I messed up. I shouldn't have put Mikan. I still think Sonia has a connection.
Naka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
And he's also has a strange rivalry going on.
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
Beat her up, Monokuma.
My, you don't know. I heard that girl E got killed.
What? No way! Is that true?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
I want the hope from your despair.
Definitely
To hope from your
friends.
despair more.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Thanks for the bits.
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
The reason Girl E was killed, I should be able to assume why based on the content of the video game. Girl E interfered with the murder. Interfered with the murder. Nah. Was the killer because Girl E was Fuyuhiko's sister. Girl E witnessed the murder. I don't know, interfered with maybe the investigation, but not the murder. Yeah, I gotta make a guess.
Crap!
Okay. Girl E was the killer?
I see!
Yeah.
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister. You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But... Is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim? In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance.
You tell him, Chiaki waifu.
Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
Gravel, victim, broken window. Okay, so the theory was they broke the vase to simulate the sound of the broken window. Killed the victim somehow. and then actually jumped out of the window. But it's unclear whether the window was already broken or what that's about. Okay.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans.
Hell yeah. Well, not me.
Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office.
Hold up.
And when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
Oh my god.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girlie was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Shit.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girlie was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room,
Sounds
right?
excellent.
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the...
Hold on, I gotta look at something. To get the office again. Girl E was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left. Did she lock the music room from the outside? Girl E was waiting outside the music room. But it wasn't a pervert, it was the real killer, Girl E. By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
I think she broke the window before, but we'll see.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then, forget this!
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake that Girl E, who was in the hallway, is the killer. Then what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the music room? She had to steal the bathing suit, right? Or was that something else?
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
How was she able to get past those 4 and wait in front of the music room?
She probably used a hidden passageway.
What does blue mean again? Oh, agree.
Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
Broken vase. What girl he did at the murder in the music room? I need to find a clue that will clarify that.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
Okay, let me actually look at these. Crime scene photo. Yeah, I don't see anything like that.
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
You go to the music room, all the girls would go back, try to open the door, it's locked. So they go to the teacher's lounge.
To go back to the...
Wait, let me look at the broken vase photo. Twilight Bros, case was broken next to the music room. Okay, what if she broke the vase to make the sound? Or no, because the vase was on the opposite side of the room. Fuck, dude, this is hard.
You need to go through the entrance hall.
Unless...
Plus, at the entrance hall...
She
the other
swam?
4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall,
Is that why she used the suit?
Heard the sound of the window shattering.
Oh, I know what it is.
Get past those 4.
Wait, maybe not. I'll try this out, even though I don't think it's gonna work.
She probably used a hidden passageway.
Nope. Okay, I think I know what it is.
After she killed the first victim in the music room,
Broken vase.
What did Girl E do?
She just broke the window and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E...
To the front of the music room.
To go back to the music, you need to go through the entrance. Plus, at the entrance, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girl heard the sound of the window shattering.
Yes.
no, that's wrong.
Yes. Okay.
First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the 4 girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So, when the 4 of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see! Now the mystery has been solved!
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
Murder weapon?
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was!
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit. Which means I'll feel disgusting.
You're the disgusting one!
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
Which one's Nerf? Unconventional weapon that also appeared in the game. If we're told we can't advance as long as we don't make that clear. It was a swimsuit. Then I have to do it. I'll do it. What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Why? Why? Was I out of line just now? Now then, there's something I need to tell you regarding the white noise and non-stop debates. Some lines of white noise are actually very durable. You won't always destroy them in one shot. Durable white noise will chip away every time you shoot them with the silencer. But unless you completely destroy them, your time limit will not be replenished. By the way, if your difficulty blah 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 blah, yeah. It appears the debate's getting tougher, so I've obtained some very useful information. I heard there's something named Gun something. Apparently he has a skill that can increase the power of the silencer. Okay. I'll have to get that at some point. I wonder who it is. Was I out of line just now? Well then, good luck, have fun. Alright, broken fish tank.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts...
Alright, let me look at the victim crime scene photo.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it? She beat her to death with her fists!
Okay. Yeah, there's the bat. How come the bat's not being discussed? Girl E crime scene photo.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Hey, let me look at that one. Victim crime scene photo. Yeah, there's nothing bleeding there. Broken vase photo, there's nothing bleeding there. That's not a piece of evidence, unfortunately. Alright, what about killer's escape route? There's a broken window in the music room, there's no blood there. Fish tank, I don't see blood there. What are the other choices?
The piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
School swimsuit. What would that have to do with it? Oh, there's no blood there either.
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death,
Oh, the gravel was down.
it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
Fish tank. Did the fish tank have blood? Fish tank. Oh, I don't see blood. This is so fucking annoying. Okay, I'm obviously gonna have to make a logic leap. Piano?
She beat her to death with her fists!
Conventional weapon, apparently it appeared in the game, but...
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Let's try this.
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Yeah, but there's no, like, piano clue or anything I can do. It's either fish tank, swimsuit, escape route, vase, or this one, the victim crime scene photo. Shows she was killed in the music room. Yeah, let's try the victim crime scene photo.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death,
Alright.
it should have had bloodstains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it? She beat her to death with her fists!
No. If I get below 1 minute, Sheik. We'll see.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Nope.
Isn't the cause of death a blood?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
No.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
Nope.
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had bloodstains.
Looks like there's never beaten someone before. Blood shoots up.
Damn it! A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
If she hit her with the vase. No, she threw the vase after the murder was already occurred.
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Of course.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation.
It's on that big a...
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had bloodstains.
Fucking A.
Damn it!
Uh,
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
no, because glass would lacerate you, unless it held up as you bashed the person's head on it.
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
Yep.
Damn it! A weapon inside the music room, huh?
Escape route.
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Broken the vase.
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
The crime scene photo is just her with her head bashed in. The swimsuit? But it was a bash to the head, though. Like, this is the victim's photo right here. So that can't be, like a swimsuit thing.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death...
Gravel. No. Could have had blood on it.
It should have had...
Stolen swim swimsuit. Fuck, I really want to figure this one out.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it? She beat her to death with her fists!
Conventional weapon. Apparently it appeared in game, but... Okay, it appeared in game.
Weapon inside the music.
What appeared in the game? I don't remember the vase being in the game.
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Broken
Then
vase.
she attacked...
Was the vase in there or the fish tank?
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal
It's on that big a scale.
How about beating her with gravel instead? Damn it!
Alright, fine, Sheik, tell me. The logic in this is kind of weird. I'm trying to think, because, like, obviously you want to say the bat, but the bat isn't there. Yeah, go for it. I hate asking for help, though, but oh well. I mean, if the logic is stupid, that's just the way it is, because sometimes, like, the translations make things dumb. Shoot the swimsuit at the gravel. Hey.
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blue?
Think she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a...
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal...
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
I agree with that.
That's dumb. Although I guess that makes sense, though.
I got it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
Thanks, Sheik. But I don't remember that actually being in the game. They mentioned it, but you never saw the swimsuit. So that's kind of like a Fox, like, it was in the game. I'm like, no, it wasn't.
My goodness. I got it right. And I was just throwing things out there.
Whatever.
Just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
You're not chosen at all, and gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon.
What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag?
A bag? What kind of bag?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel,
The bra
it'll
top.
make an effective weapon.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even the ace attorney would be astonished by such a fantastic idea!
That was a dig.
For the killer, it's an idea that kills two birds with one stone. To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen. And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
Yeah, right.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
Oh boy.
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Girl D.
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
It's okay, I made sure to throw it away.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it, and they ended up getting into an argument.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back.
Oh my god, I think it might be
I
Makan.
somewhat understand that feeling.
You can? That's pretty scary.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day, or the game's last day. I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
Me? Is that guy? Girl E. Guy F.
I see! It should have been Guy F.
Yeah, okay. I'll try not to
A
cuss or something.
scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy F is... What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it? That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
That is... I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember. That's obvious. Because their school memories were, like, totally stolen.
Even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is the killer. No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko. Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy.
You sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
No, the game and Mahiru's death are probably related. In actuality, there's an important shared point with Girly and Mahiru's. I couldn't see what that said. Mahiru's murder. The way that they were... Yeah, let's see. Crime scene. Doesn't count.
Crap!
It's the gummy bears. Let's see. Killer's escape route. I don't know if that'll work. Yeah. It's a good thing I took all the died behind instantly. Girly. Victim's crime scene. Is that it? No.
Crap!
Oh god, the logic depths in this game are actually fairly difficult. Especially, I might... Okay, let's see here. Entrance hall photo. Ending prize, Girl E, Killer's escape route, Vulcan fish tank, iron ballers, bar shower room. Trash can with water. Little bed, footprints on the beach. Fuck, I don't know. What is this? She was killed with a metal bat. Okay. Oh, then why isn't that it? That should have been it. And the any prize is a victim. She was killed in the music room. Maybe this one. Yeah.
Crap!
The game and Mahiru's death are probably related. Girl E and Mahiru's murders. Fuck, I didn't mean to choose that one. These murders. Shower room, iron barred windows. Killer's escape route. I think we tried that already. Swimsuit? Nah. Ending prize. Entrance hall photo. All the photos? Is that it? Nope. The fuck? Did I skip it? She was killed with a bat. I tried that, that didn't work. She was killed in the music room. Broken vase photo. Nato, thanks for the follow. Twilight Syndrome. You get a game over. Yeah, that didn't work. Stolen swimsuit. Killer's escape route. I think I tried that and that didn't work. In that case, deserted fish tank, gravel. Only window shower room can open. Would that be yeah, let's try it. Yep.
Crap!
What am I missing? Not footprints. The metal bat. Oh, maybe that's it.
I can prove it.
Oh my god, why didn't you do that with the metal bat when she w- Oh my god.
I'm not sure the two events are unrelated.
It should have been the other
very
photo.
least, the killer has definitely played the game.
Dude, that's fucking okay, that's my bad.
As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house,
Because I thought it would be the metal bat as the bloody weapon.
and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat.
Lame.
There's no way we can ignore that connection.
What'd you think, Lucky?
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
The letter.
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles.
You tell him Peiko Peiko.
And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious, but don't you think that'd be too obvious?
What are you...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Yoko.
Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko?
Huh?
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet-clogging bitch?
Here we go. I gotta be careful on this because my credibility is pretty damn low.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
Damn it.
But I didn't go to the beach house! I was squishing Mr. Ants all day!
Of course that happened.
What are you saying? Accusing me of...
Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house!
No, that's wrong!
Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hiyoko.
We saw you walk by.
Seriously, I told you I didn't!
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints! They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are. Don't decide that based on ugliness!
Unless someone had her shoes.
Huh. They're not Hiyoko's footprints? That's strange.
Oh god, Nagito's pulling shit again.
The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house. Which means, when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
different entrance.
Thanks for the follow, Lucifer.
Talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was leaning against?
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left. Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Hiyoko?
Let me read that again. Collected. Footprints left the house were facing away from the beach, which means the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house and used a different entrance. Oh yeah, okay.
Ah! I remember now! I remember when I went to the beach house!
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
I've never heard of that daily routine before.
Drama.
And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Huh? It's a lie?
People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves. If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying? There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that.
Okay.
I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her? Is this a panel of idiots? I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk.
No, that's wrong.
Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter?
I was going to tell you in person. Oh yeah. Of course, that could be a red herring too.
That letter! It's the one Mahiru had, right?
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
What is that letter? I'm serious, I don't know.
Oh, snap! I remember now. I totally saw you!
Yeah, we saw her. We were both there.
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
I see. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house.
I can't call the killer at the
I went straight back to
moment.
my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
Hey, what are you talking about? Thanks for the bits again.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
No.
Seriously, I don't know. I didn't even write that letter.
I think it's Sonia.
I'm telling the truth. I really don't know.
Is she really crying? Or is she faking it?
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru. There's evidence for that too.
The only place I can think of where Hiyoko was hiding is probably that place, right? Yeah.
Here! The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
I have captured the true character of this mystery.
Oh boy.
Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that
I didn't think it was
Mahiru's body would be
Nagito.
blocking the door at that time.
Actually, I'm kind of leaning towards...
Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
I'll stick with my
We have
guess.
presented the proof. My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out.
Alright, let me look at that again. Captured the true character. Hiyoko summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet. Saw her chance, she attacked like an evil spirit. But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
It's a trap. This is obviously someone's trap.
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask.
Actually, I'll go back. I think it's Mikan.
One with the mask.
This girl.
There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
That is right. It cannot be Hiyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice!
Huh? Sparkling what now?
That mask says it all! Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island! Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru!
Oh boy.
Why, you? If you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
Hiyoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
It's all in your heads! Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer!
It's true that Hiyoko is suspicious, but there's something strange. Something doesn't make sense. I can't help but feel like we're being directed by someone.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
Oh, that is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru.
And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints!
Is that really okay?
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion.
Footprints on the
Hiyoko
beach.
is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
Oh, that is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru.
And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to...
The body got propped up. Oh well.
And that's how you left your footprints!
Shit, I thought that might be it.
Damn it!
Okay, let's think about
I
it.
shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion.
What about the gummy bag? Yellow gummy. That was a beach house. Apparently inside each bag contains 4 strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. And there's a yellow gummy? Alright, let's try that.
Hiyoko is the sinner who killed...
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house.
Oh, that...
And weren't you also hiding? So that's when you dropped the gummy. No, that's wrong.
About that gummy, did Hiyoko really drop it?
The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hiyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
Huh? But what about the lemon flavor? The gummy at the crime scene was yellow, so it obviously looked like it was lemon flavored. Huh? That gummy is yellow?
Oh my god, it's
It's
Mikan.
not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
Mikan did it.
What?
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy. See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap! Damn it! Who would set a trap like this? I'll get my revenge! I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might!
She was probably there, I think.
Hold on, you little bitch! You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy? Don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner yet.
Ooh. Alright, let's see. Make your argument.
We're not done with Hiyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and...
Oh. Fuck.
We have the evidence we need!
That's wrong! I left those footprints during my morning walk!
What's right and what's wrong?
We're not done with Hiyoko yet.
That's on the autopsy report, right? That she got dragged from behind and died instantly, so she couldn't have crawled unless Mikan's being a suspicious little fuck.
There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
You were in the party kill.
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and...
No, that's wrong.
Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
Instant death?
According to my autopsy, yes. There's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
Sounds like you use a dramatic.
Keep making shit up. I'll fucking kill you!
You have a dramatic life, Sheik.
I'm sorry.
Ryuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
Just ask Hiyoko. She's the killer after all.
Seriously, that's not true! Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body?
Yeah, that's part of the reason I'm doing that, Linky.
If she handled the body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
Oh, seriously?
Huh? But when I saw it...
Let me look at that again. When that means she also is the one who dragged the body. Handling the body. Thanks for the follow, you assist. Transfer blood.
She was clean.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer!
You just admitted you were there.
Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven!
I won't let you look down on me.
Oh, good. There we go.
We haven't decided that yet.
Hey, Fuyuhiko. Why do you keep insisting that Hiyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
I think I got the sword upgrade. So, let's see how this goes. I was bad at this last time.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of. If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
If Hiyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
Ah, fuck.
The fact that Hiyoko was at the beach can be proven by the Did you get all that, you bastard? So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
Allow me to cut through those words.
There's Sheik's favorite part.
Now, washing it off in the shower is impossible, because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
Out of order?
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Or do anything.
Maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on.
She can't take her own clothes off.
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
Hiyoko took her clothes off for committing the murder. No, that should be impossible. Allow me to cut through those words. Yes, she can't get undressed by herself.
Damn it!
Well, that's what she said. That's wrong. She wasn't wearing clothes at all. She can't get dressed by herself.
I see!
Sure, why not?
Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko mentioned this
Thanks for the bits, Sheik. I can't help it. I can't tie my kimono sash by myself.
Which means Hiyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
What?
Oh wait,
yeah.
take off was
She
a...
couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
Take off clothes was the option that they said wasn't it.
I didn't smell, and it only smelled a little.
Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place?
Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me.
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious?
Yeah.
Because if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
Here's a good point.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Doubting me, of all people. You got some nerve.
She looks scary as fuck.
All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life.
That actually sounds pretty cool!
The hell it does!
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer?
Yeah, seems like it.
See, I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru. 'Cause Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind. There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier?
'Cause you're a bitch.
You guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Hyoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now, right?
Here it
Shut the
comes.
hell up, pig barf! I hope you get a hangnail and die! And I'm sorry for being pig barf!
More importantly, Fuyuhiko's behavior earlier was definitely strange. Getting so worked up and accusing Hiyoko of being suspicious. Could it be? Does he actually have something else, something else in mind?
Hey, Hiyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap!
Yeah, I got that already, so... Can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier...
You never talked to me at all. Man, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
'Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but... around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox.
A letter?
Yeah, this one.
Okay, so that's the same letter that was found in Mahiru's room. (2 p.m.) It would be bad if they start suspecting us for no reason. Mahiru Kozaimi. So someone forged it.
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
A letter that Hiyoko had, doesn't it clearly contradict the other evidence?
I can prove it with this. This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
Yeah, you had 2:30 and 3:30, wasn't it? It's okay to change the place and time. Want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30.
Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hyoko's letter...
That's it. 2 p.m. Okay.
Whoa! The meeting times are off.
It's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it, but for both letters to say the same thing?
Hiyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think?
Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
Just ignore all letters in Danganronpa, and don't go meet anybody anywhere. You're going with Sonia? Which letter did the killer forge? Have to be both letters, right?
I see!
The killer must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters... Confirmed! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while.
The killer forged both of those letters.
In doing so, they were able to control Hiyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer. How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Really? This is really terrible.
Shut up,
I've
Nagita.
offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all.
Oh my god.
It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens.
We can just lightly punch him to death later.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward. What on earth happened there?
I fell asleep. Why'd you fall asleep?
Slinky.
It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something.
Oh.
Medicine? That medicine. Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore? I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
Ask Sakura.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet.